Hello everyone, in today's video, let's take a moment to reflect on something essential: acceptance, especially the acceptance that parents offer to their children. Life is a series of events. Some are as we wish and others are not. And while we are often more than happy to embrace the good things, the unexpected can be, well, harder to accept. But in order to truly live peacefully and freely in this world, we must learn to embrace both. The good, we welcome with a smile. The bad, we must accept with understanding and open hearts. However, acceptance does not mean merely enduring. It's not about just standing there passively while life throws its punches. It doesn't mean letting circumstances or others manipulate or destroy you. No, accepting life's challenges means we stop resisting the reality. Because what's happened has happened. We can't pretend it didn't exist. Instead of rejecting, avoiding, or excluding it, we first need to face it, understand it, and only then begin to change the situation. Sometimes, what we can't accept isn't always wrong or terrible. It might simply be that it's not what we expected. It's different from our habits, our preferences. Our likes and dislikes often come from patterns or choices we're used to. We chase after the things we like and avoid the things we don't. That's the working of desire and aversion. But when we step back and look carefully, we realize there are things we once liked that didn't bring any real value, even costing us dearly. And there are things we once disliked that we eventually learned to appreciate and even came to cherish. So, let's not rush to judge anything based on first impressions, especially when our energy is low, or we're not at our best, when we're overwhelmed with worry and confusion. Our ability to accept and show compassion can be clouded. Now, imagine when a parent says to their child, "We can't accept you." What does this mean for the child? It means I'm too bad, too weak, too difficult to be loved. But parents shouldn't be the ones to say this, because if parents, the closest, most important people, can't accept a child just because of their flaws, then who will accept them? Who can they trust to love them unconditionally in this world? We often think, I will accept my child only if they're well behaved, only if they excel, only if they make me proud. True acceptance, it's just a preference. True parenthood means accepting both the strengths and weaknesses of your child. It means being willing to sacrifice, understand, and forgive without conditions. That's real love. The famous writer NGUYENHUYHOANG-MEDITATION once wrote, "To have strength above, there must be patience below." Such a simple line, yet it makes one pause. Being a parent doesn't come from age, wisdom, or position. It comes from the ability to embrace, to take in all the mistakes, weaknesses, and blunders of your child, without exclusion, without criticism, without rejection. This is what makes a true parent. When a child makes a mistake, do you think they're not suffering? They're struggling within themselves. They're filled with shame and confusion. And if on top of that, they have to face harsh judgment from their parents, it will be overwhelming. Instead of that, parents can choose to be a safe haven. You don't have to speak much. You don't have to fix everything. Just being present, silent, but steadfast can show your child that no matter what, they are loved. Some people might ask, why do parents have to sacrifice so much for their children? The simple answer is, because your child has given you the best things in life. Your child has brought you joy. They've made you grow. They are a gift, a lesson, and a driving force you can't replace. So you're willing to open your heart to embrace their imperfections because they've given you so much. Of course, saying it is easy, doing it is not. To accept something difficult, something beyond our ability to bear, requires practice. But first, we must have the right mindset. No matter how flawed my child is, they are still my child. And I will do whatever it takes to accept them, even if right now I'm struggling. If that's the case, then tell your child, Mom and Dad can't fully accept this right now. But give us some time, and we'll work on it. We love you, and we're willing to change to be better for you. If your child's struggle is 1 foot long, then your love as a parent needs to be 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet long to embrace it. But if the struggle stretches to 2 feet, your love must grow to 3 or more feet. Desiring to do so is one thing. Actually doing it is another. Sometimes we can feel helpless. But if at this moment you find yourself unable to accept your child's struggles, trust in the impermanence of things. I love a quote from an old proverb. If you don't like the weather right now, wait a while. It will change. The same goes for life. Circumstances will change. People will change. Trust that you will change, that your understanding, your emotions, and your acceptance will grow stronger. Over time, understanding and love will prevail. When we truly embrace our role as parents, we begin to see that the things we once thought impossible to accept gradually become easier to handle. Why do I say this? Because acceptance is the purest form of love. When we stop expecting our children to fit into the mold we created, and instead we learn to appreciate the good qualities they already have, no matter how imperfect those qualities may seem at first. Your child will learn to love themselves when they see that they don't need to be perfect in order to be loved. Every parent will find themselves facing fears when confronting their children's imperfections. Their mistakes might break your heart. Their failures, their struggles may make you feel helpless. But you know what? These fears are actually opportunities for you to grow. When you stop running from them and instead face them head on, you'll find you have the strength to deal with whatever comes your way. You don't have to be a superhero or perfect in your child's eyes. You just have to be a real parent, someone willing to change and grow with your child. And if you can do this, your child will realize that love has no conditions, no limits. Sometimes what your child needs most isn't sharp advice or harsh criticism. It's a soft gaze, a quiet understanding, a gentle reassurance that everything will be okay because we are here for you. No matter what, you will always be our child. Accepting them in this way isn't easy, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do for them. As parents, we don't always have to fix things. We don't always need to have all the answers or have the right words to say. What we do need is to simply be present, in silence, with love in our eyes. Just that alone will give a child the motivation they need to turn things around. When they feel loved and accepted, they find the strength to rise again. When your child makes a mistake, what they feel is usually fear. They fear disappointing you. They fear being rejected. They fear losing your love. And if, at that moment, you react with anger or judgment, the weight of their mistake becomes so much heavier to bear. Instead, if you step back, stay calm, and give them the space to breathe, your child will sense that they are still safe and that you still love them. In those moments of fear and confusion, acceptance is the greatest gift you can offer. It's not about agreeing with everything they do or saying it's okay when it's not. It's about giving them the chance to learn, to grow, and to get better on their own. You may not have all the answers right now, and you may not know how to fix everything, but simply showing up and being there for your child is a form of unconditional love that will help them more than anything else. And here's the truth. Parents don't have to be perfect. What matters is the willingness to be present, to listen, to accept your child's mistakes and imperfections, and to help them grow. Not by forcing them to change, but by being a solid foundation that supports their growth. You can choose to be the safety net for your child without criticizing them for every fall, but simply being there to catch them when they need help. That's what unconditional love looks like. And as you do this, you'll realize that you're not just helping your child grow, you're growing with them. Every challenge they face, every setback they experience is a chance for you both to evolve together. You'll both learn, you'll both change, and you'll both be better for it. Being a parent isn't about achieving perfection. It's about offering the space to grow for both you and your child. As your child learns to accept themselves and their mistakes, they will also start to understand that failure is a part of life. The key is not to run from failure, but to embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone to becoming a better person. So as a parent, your role is not to remove every obstacle or shield your child from every mistake. It's to be there with open arms, guiding them through those tough moments, helping them find their own strength and resilience. It's about teaching them that mistakes don't define them. And when they feel that love, that acceptance, and that unwavering support from you, they will have the confidence to face the world head on. They'll know that no matter what happens, you'll always be there for them. Sometimes being a parent means letting go of the need for everything to be perfect. It's about recognizing that imperfection is okay, that it's a natural part of the journey. When your child feels your unwavering love and acceptance, they will understand that they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to hide their flaws. They can be vulnerable with you, and they can grow from their mistakes without the fear of being abandoned. Finally, let's remember that parents don't have to be perfect, but they do need to be present. The best thing you can give your child is your time, your patience, and your unconditional love. This is the foundation for a healthy, loving relationship where your child feels safe, supported, and confident in who they are. So, to all the parents out there, take a deep breath. It's okay not to have all the answers. It's okay to make mistakes. Just be there for your child. Love them, accept them, and help them grow. That's all they need. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it resonated with you and gave you some insight into the power of acceptance in parenting. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. We are all in this together. So, now that we've discussed acceptance and unconditional love, let's dive deeper into the role of a parent when it comes to guiding their child through life's toughest challenges. One of the most powerful lessons you can impart to your child is resilience. The ability to rise after a fall, to learn from mistakes, and to keep going no matter what. And how do we teach resilience? By showing them that it's okay to fail, and that failure is not the end of the road, but a stepping stone. When your child experiences a setback, don't try to fix it for them right away. Instead, give them the space to process, to feel the emotions that come with failure. Allow them to understand that mistakes are a part of life. You can say things like, "It's okay, everyone makes mistakes. What matters is what we learn from them. You're still growing, and you will get better." By accepting them, even when they stumble, you are teaching them that their worth is not defined by their mistakes. This is a crucial lesson that will help them navigate life's challenges with more confidence. Let's also talk about how parenting is not just about managing mistakes, but about creating an environment where love and learning can happen. An environment where your child feels comfortable expressing their feelings, being themselves, and knowing they have a safe space to explore life without the fear of judgment or rejection. This is especially important in today's fast-paced world, where expectations are high and the pressure to succeed can be overwhelming. As a parent, you can provide a refuge where your child can truly be themselves, free from the constant need to be perfect or successful. When you create such an environment, your child will learn to trust you, not only as a parent, but as a guide. They will feel safe to come to you with their struggles, knowing they won't be met with anger or disappointment. Instead, they'll receive the support they need to navigate through life's ups and downs. Listening is key in this process. Sometimes your child doesn't need a solution. They just need someone to listen. They need to know that someone cares about their feelings, that their emotions are valid, and that they are understood. Being an empathetic listener can strengthen the bond between you and your child and create a foundation of trust. Listening doesn't mean you have to agree with everything your child says or does. It means you are willing to give them the space to express themselves without judgment. When your child feels heard, they will feel more connected to you and more open to guidance. Now, there's one more thing I want to touch on. Parenting is a continuous journey of growth, not just for the child, but for the parent too. As your child grows, so do you. You will face new challenges as they age, and each stage of their life will require different forms of support. And the best way to handle those changes is through open communication. Keep the lines of communication open with your child and create a space where they feel comfortable coming to you with anything. Whether it's about school, friends, or something personal, when your child knows they can talk to you about anything, they will feel more secure and supported in their journey. One of the most beautiful things about parenting is watching your child evolve, learn, and become their own person. It's a process filled with ups and downs, but if you approach it with patience, understanding, and love, you'll be amazed at the growth you'll both experience. So the next time your child makes a mistake or goes through a rough patch, remember, this is an opportunity for both of you to grow. Show them that love is unconditional and that failure is simply a part of their growth. Let them know that no matter what, you'll always be there to support them. And before I wrap up, I want to remind all the parents out there that you are doing your best. There is no such thing as a perfect parent. Every parent faces struggles and challenges, but what matters is that you show up for your child day in and day out. You are already providing them with a foundation of love, acceptance, and guidance. To conclude, being a parent means being a constant presence in your child's life, someone who listens, supports, and loves them unconditionally. It means being there when they fall, when they succeed, and when they struggle. And most importantly, it means teaching them that they are worthy of love, no matter what. So whether your child is thriving or facing challenges, remember that you are the one who shapes their foundation of love and acceptance. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be there. And that in itself is enough. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has given you some insight into the power of unconditional love and acceptance in parenting. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on parenting and personal growth. And remember, no matter the challenges, you've got this. Keep showing up, keep loving, and keep growing together.